And finally, sports news. The chairman of the Nigeria Premier Football League and sports administrator, Honourable Gbenga Elegbeleye, is diligently working towards his vision of transforming the league. He fervently engages in discussions with Orufo Izaga and Plus TV Africa regarding the initiatives his team is implementing to improve the N.P.F.L.
The only thing that can make us conform with the standard of Europe in terms of keeping a particular time, keeping to time when we start, when we finish, is that then again we have to fight. We started in January, so unfortunately again some clubs said no, they will not play at this league. I'm sorry, I have to put appointment with the Governors Forum so that I can explain to them, because at that time 19 of the clubs were government owned, only Remo Stars was private. Yeah. So let me talk to the governor so that I can. But at the end of the day, the clubs agreed we were able to start on the 8th of January 2024. And we insist that it must be agreed that we must finish in April, so that we can gradually adjust our calendar to the European standards. The only thing that can make.
Honourable Elegbeleye notes that the N.P.F.L has undergone considerable enhancements in multiple aspects, especially since he assumed leadership. He emphasized that officiating has been bolstered and has shown marked improvement. The previous mentality of needing to win at home has evolved into a commitment to achieving victories through robust performances, regardless of whether the match is played at home or away.
Super 6 in Lagos, Enyimba won. That's it. We were able to give Enyimba 100 million because before, the price winning for a club that win was 50 million, and that 50 million for 8 years was never paid anyway. Last season was won by Rangers International. We increased the money to 150 million for prize money for winning our league. Then this season won by Remo Stars, so we are going to pay 200 million to Remo. We are preparing that now. So the fact remains that people we want the clubs to fight for money. So if they know that it's price, then and the referees before when we came in, they complained that they were not being paid for 3 years. The late referee president, Tade Assis, may so rest in peace. When it came to us, okay, good. Well, I will not be able to raise money to pay referees 3 years emolument. But the only thing I can do and I can promise is that referees that are going to start with us now will be paying you as at Wendy, particularly before you even go to officiate, will pay, so that we will not be weighing you. Then we were able to secure the services of GTI Asset Management Company Limited. I approached them. So we spoke. Then we both agreed that they will help us to pay the referee emolument and staff salary. Even staff of N.P.F.L, they said they are going to be paid for 12 months.
Elegbeleye voiced his dissatisfaction with companies that generate profits in Nigeria but neglect to contribute to the advancement of the league.
You see, this is a country where you have big conglomerates making maximum profit from this country.
Yeah.
Some of them, because they are making in Nigeria, 70% of their money in Nigeria is coming, in Africa is coming from Nigeria. Yeah. In other climes, such companies are forced by law through the parliament that a certain percentage of their profit must go to sports and education. It's very important. But again, we are not going to use that kind of a system. We want to use persuasion first. But there are other telecom companies who are not even native of Nigeria, spending so much money in the country where they come from, yet making so much profit from our own country. Yet they have refused to invest in Nigerian football, and the government is just looking at it. We have broadcast companies coming to Nigeria to make a whole lot of money, more than half of what they are making in the whole Africa comes from Nigeria alone. Yet they will be showing us college football from another country, showing us Premier League, other La Liga and all European leagues, show it to Nigeria, and refuse to show Nigerian league. Then what is the essence of making money? Africa is even believing in us. Remo Stars that won match today is the first time in 25 years that a private club will win Premier League in Nigeria. And FIFA President Infantino wrote to us a letter, wrote coalition Remo Stars. FIFA President I mentioned So Nigeria is already getting it right in the Premier League. Then please, I think this corporate body should look at the league and investigate. It is time to do that. See, Korodu United, they just came in this season, they got promoted. Korodu United, just by the whiskers, missed qualifying for a CAF competition. They came fourth. Imagine a private club owned by some very young boy, Sami Duarte and co. They were able to move that club this far. So it means the league is investor friendly now.
Hello, hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification button so you get notified about fresh news updates.